Hello everyone and welcome to another video of mine. Today we're back with Kali Call of Darkness as season finale of season 2. I'm excited. It's time to celebrate Durga Puja. Let's go. What is AMRIT gonna shock us with this time? What is AMRIT gonna shock us with this time? Episode 12. Glory to wrathful Durga. The noise coming from downstairs woke me up. The day was the first day of Durga Puja. I couldn't get Amrit's words out of my head. When I asked about the book, he has said I don't have any friends in Calcutta. I should seriously reconsider whether to keep living here. I got out of bed and started getting ready. I was surprised to hear Kiran amid the multitude of voices. I have to tell him about what really happened to her family. He has a right to know. Both of us were lied to. He's a Bazu too. The history of our family concerns him directly, and we're not just any ordinary family. I should tell him even if I haven't figured everything out myself. The alliance between our families was dissolved, but Amrit is still interested in me. What could be the reason? He's not someone who's driven by his feelings. His actions are rational. There is no love between us. There is only one possible answer. He needs me for some reason. Not my body, but my trust. Otherwise, he would have killed me in that temple. Honestly, I think he's attracted to you. For the reason that, I don't know. I would say he's attracted to us because we were cooperating with each other, like our families. When I entered the living room, I found Mrs. Chauhan and Kiran in the company of an unknown girl. Amala, good morning, dear. Come here. May Durga be kind to you. Thank you. Meet my niece. This is Jaya. Oh. Good morning, Amala Khan. Lovely to meet you. Did you come to celebrate the festival with Mrs. Chauhan? Yes, I always visit for the holidays. I don't remember seeing you at Sana's wedding. I didn't come to that. Uncle Aryan said that. Dear, don't bore Amala with unnecessary chatter. I'm happy to listen. Have you had breakfast yet? Trying to dodge the question? Tell us what you want to eat and Jaya will tell the cook. Maybe in a bit. Kiran was sitting on the sofa, sneaking glances at Jaya every now and then. Do you have a crush? Do you have a crush? I know that look. Jaya, how old are you? Me? I just turned 15. I can't believe you're growing up so fast and how pretty you've become. For me, you're still a little bunny, but in reality, you're already an elegant antelope. Not antelope. Auntie, stop, you're embarrassing me. She also likes Kiran? As your father already found a good match for you. He's sitting right on that sofa. He cares so much about me. He's probably looking for a man no lower in status than a Dubai. Oh, my dear, they only have one son. And he's taken. I'll wait. Maybe he'll become single again, Jaya. You don't want to fight me. Who are these Dubais? They're all you talk about lately. I'm sorry, honey. The women didn't pay attention to my brother's disgruntled comment. You'll be waiting until you're as old as me then. You need to find a match now. Don't rush me. I want to study and travel the world. You can read books. You can't stop living. Why does everything come down to the Dubais? There are 11 influential families besides them. Mrs. Chauhan looked at me surprised. 11? Do you know about the dozen? I read about it. Are you familiar with Merali Patil's work? You know it too? How could I not know? Jaya and I belong to one of those families. But how did you read that book? It's very rare. If I say I got it from Amrit, Priyanka will quickly come to the conclusion that we're close. Do I want that? I read it in Amrit's library. He let me study it. Amrit Dubai, you mean in that library? Yes. She knows about the private collection. My hostess was so excited she couldn't help but clasp her hands. Oh, plus respect, okay? You two must be so close. Isn't it wonderful? Amalal, you clever girl. Are you on such good terms with Mr. Dubai? I don't know him, but I can't stand him already, Kiran. You openly stated that you're close to AMRIT. Your relationship has improved. Everyone was very impressed. Uh-huh. What is this dozen anyway? We're talking about a book about the 12 most influential families in the state. Who would be interested in reading about that? Me. You'd be surprised, Kiran. I bet you'd find it interesting too. Jaya turned to me. Amala, are you going to the festival? Would you like to go together? Oh, children, if you all go together, I won't be able to keep up with you. Kiran seemed very distressed when he asked me not to let Miss Chauhan accompany him. He never explained the reason, but it's clear that he doesn't want to spend a lot of time with her. Then let them choose who they want to go with, Auntie. I won't be offended if you go without me. Kiran looked at her again, my heart filled with tenderness. He likes her, even though he's trying to hide it. It's too early to say, but Kiran keeps sneaking glances at Jaya. Maybe they will enjoy spending time together? I'll come with you, Mrs. Chauhan. Why do I gotta do my baby dirty like that? Jaya, let's go together. Let's go together. I'm sure that the three of us will have a lot of fun. Do you mind if my friends join us later? Sounds great. I'll practice my English. Aww. That's a good idea. Practice makes perfect. I can help you. You can talk to me. Really? Thank you. She's living. You chose to go with Jaya. This will affect the plot. Let's go. Great. Have fun. Aryan and I will come to the festival later. My question is why he doesn't want to go with Mrs. Chauhan. Amala, I can help you prepare for the festival if you want. You're very pretty. I'd love to give you a makeover. Would you? That would be lovely. To be honest, I'm almost out of saris. That's funny. Out of saris? That won't do. A high-class woman should have many beautiful saris. In my opinion, people give too much importance to such things. Yes, even my friends are always commenting about my saris. That's how it should be. Come on. I have something that will fit you perfectly. But you're 15. How are your clothes gonna fit me? Jaya took out from a bag some light beautiful outfits. Here, the clothes are made in the traditional Thai style. Ooh, Thailand, let's go. The religion is close to ours. Close? They're way too little for fabric to come with that. That's funny. Oh, let's go. Let's see the barely covering outfits. Yes, but it looks great. Everyone will like it. It's Puya. You're supposed to dress up. Isn't this too revealing? But Kiran will be there with you. But Kiran will be there with us. He'll protect you, right? Do you like him? You really think so? Well, yes, he seems like a brave young man. So you have a crush on him too? Oh, Kiran, you might even stand a chance. I decided to take what Jaya offered me. Let's go. Oh, wow, okay. You know what? Go with all the jewelry, girl. Go with all the jewelry. How lovely. Now your hair. Okay. This one. It has to be this one. You need some nice jewelry to go with your outfit. I brought some of my own, but certain pieces are quite expensive though, so I'm not sure I can let you have them forever. Oh, don't even think about it. I will give you everything back immediately after the puja. No, I've never worn many of them, and I thought I ever will. I'll ask my father if you can keep the jewelry after the puja. You're too kind to me. I'm just really happy to meet you. I live like a prisoner because of my father. Why? He's so very strict and traditional, and I really want to learn something new. You and Kiran are like a breath of fresh air. I have so many things I want to ask you. The girl laughed, slightly embarrassed. She was naive and still very young, but I could see in her eyes how eager she was to grow up and learn more about the world. Let's try this. You know what? We're gonna go with unusual jewelry. We're gonna go with the unusual jewelry. You look so pretty. As soon as I was ready, we headed out. For the past few days, thoughts about my mother's fate had been weighing heavily on my mind. I needed to try to distract myself a little. The temple of Mahadevi Durga was outside of Calcutta, so Mrs. Chauhan called a driver for us. During the festivities, the city seemed to transform. All the streets were brightly decked out with decorations celebrating the great Durga. Pandals, temporary altars in honor of the goddess were everywhere. They all looked different. Some were as big as a building, others a little smaller. The local crowd seemed to be made only by happy, cheerful people, all the daily worries replaced by bright smiles on their faces. That's the first time I've seen such a happy crowd. Kiran. Kindness. Today is the day when they can fully show their love and loyalty to the goddess. Love is one of the things that bring them the most happiness. These people want to honor Durga and please her. They want to thank the Great Mother for looking after them. Love. How does this fit in with traditions such as arranged marriages? Kiran, that. Maybe that's why they feel they need to honor her. Oh, you're getting off philosophical now. Can you imagine yourself as one of them? I don't need to imagine it. I am one of them. Namaste. Would you like to purchase an offering for the goddess? I have flowers, essential oils, and more. The ablution of Durga has already begun, and it will be followed by offerings according to Upakara. Upakara refers to offerings and services made to a deity as part of worship. They first offer water for the bathing, and then it's time for gifts. Kiran, who only managed to understand a few words, mumbled, confused. The goddess has to wash up. Yes, everyone must do that before going to the temple. Can you even get dirty in this divine world? Oh! I want to give flowers to Durga. Now you're gonna give one too, right? Amala Kiran, do you want anything to please the goddess? I want to buy an offering. We're gonna buy an offering. I know she exists. It would be nice to show her my respect. What do you like? Orma Devi would be pleased with any of these gifts. I'll take flesh. You know what? I'm gonna go with flowers. I remember they offered flowers in Kalighat too. Beautiful and simple. That's right. I'll pack them up for you. You have appeased the goddess Durga. This will affect the future, okay? When the woman finished talking, Kiran narrowed his eyes at me. Do you really believe in this? Yes. I'll ask her to take care of you, too, you little brat. Ooh! I'll ask her to take care of you too, you little brat. I'm good. I don't need any divine blessing. Be silent. Be silent. If you want, I could give this to the Pujari who collects the offerings. That way you won't have to carry the gifts with you. Thank you. The next stage of the festival will begin soon. Let's take a look. What comes next? The way he's so scared. The Pujari will perform the Aarti ritual. What does that mean? Light up the entrance to the temple with ritual fire. It's a beautiful sight. The Devatasi will dance and music will play. And the Pujari himself, Amala, you know him. He's very handsome. AMRIT. Is he now? You're talking about Dubai, aren't you? Yes. AMRIT at the temple with the Devatasi. Are we surprised? Are they his favorite company? Girl, the jealousy is coming out of you. I wonder how he'll react when he sees me. Fine. Before going to the temple square, we had to perform ablutions by incense. Perform. Oh, respect. Let's wash up too. If we want to enter the temple, we should do it. A quick ablution, washing our hands, feet, face, and mouth, took us about 10 minutes. I looked at the time. Killian, Lima, and Gabriel were about to arrive. Surprisingly, I didn't even have to talk to them into it. They promptly agreed to come to the festival. Something told me, however, that what interested them wasn't actually the celebration. Let's stay here for a bit. I want to wait for my colleagues. Amala will be too late, and we won't see anything. Well, I can't just ditch them. Why don't you stay here and we'll go further? Kiran swore on his life that he was going to be careful and wouldn't leave the temple square. I agreed, forcing myself to smile. Fine, I trust you. I hope you'll have a good time. Go have fun, don't do anything I wouldn't do. And don't bother our friend. I know, thank you, mother. Oh, my brother went off to explore the square accompanied by our friend. Let them have their privacy, let them have their beautiful moment. I finally had a moment of peace on my own. While I was waiting, I ate delicious food and chatted with a few local women. The festival's atmosphere was cheerful and fun. Occasionally, sad thoughts about my mother and my family popped up in my head, but I tried to drive them away. It wasn't the right day for that. I feel bad for her. After a while, when everyone managed to gather in the same place, I briefly explained what was happening and what were the rules of the puja. An interesting ritual will soon begin in the temple square. We can go watch it. I just hope this might be useful. I don't want to waste my time. Can we buy some souvenirs on the way? That's wasting time. Shut up, Gabriel. Let her buy something. Yes, let's do that. There are so many interesting things here. Let's choose something together. Great. Lima's happy. We want to make everyone happy here. We approached the temple. Before that, everyone performed ablutions. Oh, what is my baby Ratan doing back there in the background? The center of the square was even noisier and more crowded than the surrounding streets. Pujari local residents, girls and boys with painted faces. People moved from place to place, dancing, singing, and eating. Killian looked around at them all. Is he seeing my baby Ratan? I'm starting to think I might have agoraphobia. Take deep breaths. We're not exaggerating any sort of fear. Everyone can be afraid of something. We're not making fun of anything. We're trying to help. I can't imagine what that must feel like, especially for someone like you who always wants to keep everything under control. Stop it, I'm just uncomfortable here. She's right, though. Then this must feel great for you, Amala. Crowds of people everywhere. The perfect chance to get lost or go looking for trouble. I hate you, Killian. I love Killian. Honestly, he's great. Killian, appreciated your banter. You're welcome, honey. Mwah. On the way to the temple, we ran into a small market. For merchants, festivals were also a chance to make money. Among them, I noticed a herbalist stall. She's got such a large assortment. How does she know so much about herbs? I'd have to carry an encyclopedia with me all the time. An encyclopedia? Oh, the book in the library. The one I found at Mrs. Chauhan's. I even remember some plants' names. I'd better ask about them. I approached the woman. Her face seemed somewhat familiar. Oh, God. Namaste. Do you need flowers for offerings? Do you know about... Kaliponga and Kapi? Why are you asking? My brother gathered those herbs and he wanted to make something with them. Respect, let's go. I know I'm good. You remember the right herbs? Yes. The woman shook her head, looking at me suspiciously. I think you're lying. What? Those herbs, they're not just for ordinary usage. They are psychotropics. You'll go crazy if you drink them. Why? Are they drugs? No, they're not addictive, but they can affect your mind. You might not even recognize yourself anymore. The only use I see for them is drugging people or driving them insane. Oh, I see. I walked away from the stall feeling faint. My colleagues looked at me questioningly. Hey, where are you going? What do you need them for, huh? What did you ask her? She's staring daggers at you. Aren't they all? I'll tell you later. Let's keep walking. Mrs. Chauhan, what are you up to? Perhaps he saw something. I mean Kiran. Perhaps he saw something, and that's why he was like, yeah, I don't want to be left alone with her. When we finally found ourselves at the temple, the crowd has already gathered in front of it. I moved through to get even closer to the front rows. I wanted to see everything. At the entrance, where people were not allowed yet, there were several pujaris who performed all religious rituals. At the head of the group was AMRIT holding a ritual fire. And of course, he's beautiful in red. Of course, he had to wear my favorite color. He didn't notice me, but I knew he felt me. His gaze moved over the crowd, searching for me. Let me run away for the hills. Not far away from him, Ratan was also watching. Let's go, Ratan! Sorry. His hands clasped. He saw me right away. He looks beautiful in red too. The Arti ritual began when Amrit walked into the center of the square and raised the ritual fire above his head. The other pujari started playing instruments while reciting a mantra. Glory to wrathful Durga. Glory to Sharanya, grantor of refugee. Shaukyada, grantor of well-being. Glory to our Mahadevi. That's the first time I've seen him performing his religious duty. He looks so focused. Amrit began to perform a parikrama, a circumambulation of the statue of Durga. That's funny. And Amrit is in the back on the right. That's funny. Several devadasis came to the center of the square performing a simple but very beautiful dance. It started with 3 of them, then 3 more replaced the first. Among those standing in line, I noticed Yashvi. Oh, there you are. You wanted to dance for him, huh? Ooh! The jealousy, the jealous sauce. Oh, the jealousy comes out. You hope he'll be watching. The jealousy is coming all out. All out. All the jealousy comes out. All the claws. I was consumed by yes, the jealousy. Oh, the jealous sauce. I wanted to grab her by her arm and drag her away. Ooh! I understood that neither of them was to blame, but my heart had a mind of its own. We're in love with this man at this point. The dance moves were really simple, but people were staring spellbound by the temple beauties. Let's dance with them if they're so simple. A strange thought suddenly popped into my mind. I look like one of I look like one of them. Come on, dance with them. I wonder what would happen if I danced with them. What would the pujaris Amrit and Ratan do? Would they get mad? I grinned. They keep saying that I'm closely connected to Calcutta and everything that happens here. I'm not some stranger. I'm a Malabazu. We're a Malabazu, people. Take the notes and bow down. Okay, a turn to the left, 1 to the right. Leg up, then jump. It's not hard. Oh, I'm gonna get in so much trouble for this. The ritual dance will improve the relationship with your love interest and affect the plot, the goddess points, and your respect score. Join the dance. Waiting for the right moment when the dancing trio was about to be replaced by a new one, I sneaked between them. I just happened to take Yashvi's place and she just stared at me. She literally froze in place, confused by what was going on. Oh my god. But I no longer cared. An amazing feeling overtook me. I knew I was doing everything right. I quickly picked up the melody and began to repeat the simple movements in sync with the other 2 devadasis. Oh no! Let's go! Why is our hair blue? But honestly though, rock it, girl. Rock it! And I picked the right outfit. Alright, okay. Let's go. The 3 of us started dancing to the sound of the sitar, an Indian musical instrument. There was a pleasant lightness in my body. It obeyed me and willingly performed every movement. 1,000 eyes watched my graceful steps and the way I smoothly swayed with the other women. AMRIT, who was making a compilation of the statue of Durga, almost stopped in his tracks when he saw me. Let's go! He gave no sign that anything was amiss and continued his duty, but I knew his attention was now focused on me, not on the goddess. Take notes, everyone who's trying to take my man. Take notes. His sharp eyes followed my graceful spins and agile jumps. I couldn't tell from looking at his face whether he was enjoying watching me, but we could feel each other after all, so I knew he definitely was. Let's go. She is good. Yes! Let's go. Take the notes, sir. I'm good at many things. She is good. My hands moved in time with the melody, my hips swaying softly. I arched my back, smiling at the happy crowd in front of me. I didn't know exactly why, but my soul was singing with joy. Hinduism always attached great importance to dancing as a rich source of energy, and I loved that. Everyone was left enchanted by your dance. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. What now? A flash of lightning lit the overcast sky, followed by a deafening rumble of thunder. Don't tell me that Ratan is gonna pull something. I was scared for a moment, but the crowd cheered, taking it as a sign from the goddess Durga. The Pujari, he attracted the goddess. Look. Path of high respect. Finally, we have the high respect. Many of them started pointing at me and Amrit. He and the beautiful dancer turned Mahadevi Durga's gaze to us. Rejoice, rejoice for the enlightened Brahim son and the Devatasi dedicated to the goddess. People are very impressed by you. They think that Durga noticed you. Oh my god. Now I have the path of high glory. When the ritual was over, everyone cheered. A hand suddenly gripped my arm, taking advantage of the general confusion. Hands off. Oh, I knew it was you. Come with me. No. What? The man pulled me into the temple with him. This guy. What the hell? What do you want from me? What are you doing? Where are we going? I just want to talk somewhere quiet. I won't do anything to harm you, I promise. I mean, he never did. If we're talking about physically. Psychologically, on the other hand, I didn't protest further and I followed him. I felt ashamed as anticipation started rising inside me at the thought that we were soon going to be alone. The noise of the crowd gradually faded away, plugging us into an airy silence. We kept walking further down a corridor and found ourselves in a spacious hall. And the center of it was another statue of Durga, much more detailed than the one outside. It was as if she was looking right at us with a slightly mocking smile. Amrit slowly walked around me, looking at me intently. You look beautiful today. Very beautiful. Thank you. Amrit really liked your look, thank you. And just as I said you would, you came to the puja. Like I had a choice. Dharamala. I like to believe that you're here of your own free will. Not only the puja, but also now. Not only at the puja, but also now here with me. What are you getting at? Finding myself alone with him like this was a bit unnerving. I just prayed that he couldn't hear how fast my heart was racing. But I knew it was in vain, because I could hear his heart perfectly. He seems to read my thoughts. Are you nervous? Yes. Are you? Or do you like me that much? Your heart is beating fast. I like you. Thank you. Of course I like you, Amala. Isn't that obvious? No. But there is much more to my liking you than one would usually assume. What's that even supposed to mean? I would say that this means that his liking isn't superficial anymore. It's also a deep liking. As in, he likes our personality, he likes us. I would like to think. Let's not waste each other's time. I'm here, in front of you. I feel the same way you do. I don't even have to touch you to know that. Despite being sure of it, I have no right to take you in my arms and kiss you. Or see you whenever I want to. I don't like that. I want to be closer to you. Making out in secret while meaning nothing to each other is foolish. Okay. Are you asking me to be in some sort of official relationship with you? Yes. He wants to be in a relationship with me? Do you find it strange? Yes, I know how I feel, and I'm not willing to be ashamed of it. This choice will affect the future of your romantic relationship with AMRIT. I don't care how you feel. I want to be closer to you too. It infuriates me that I'm drawn to a person like you. That too, girl. But there's nothing I can do about it. AMRIT smiled at me, a real genuine smile without sarcasm. I'm not as bad as a person as you might think me to be. I treat my people quite differently. AMRIT expects you to be devoted to him. He will be jealous if you ever cheat on him. Okay. He will be jealous if I cheat on him. Not mad. He came up to me as to take me in his arms, but I took a step back. I couldn't miss this opportunity to let him have it. So you're here again, in a temple, alone with a woman. Do you do this often? Are you trying to be funny? No, I need reassurance. AMRIT held out his hand to me, touched me. I jerked away, outraged, avoiding his grasp. Me, her, it makes no difference to you, right? Amala, don't be foolish. I've told you, I'm not interested in Yashvi. Your complaints are ridiculous. Isn't it humiliating? No. What exactly? That I like you? Comparing yourself to Yashvi. You really think you're equals? That she could ever be more important to me than you are? Okay, that's cute, but that's also a little rude. And how important am I to you exactly? Important enough. At least definitely more than a random temple dancer. Come here. No. I hesitated. My seething anger and wounded pride prevented me from doing what he asked. AMRIT noticed it. He sighed wearily. Fine then, I'll be the one coming there. No. The man took a few steps toward me and I stood still. He looked me in the eyes. I can't think of anyone else I'd ever grovel before the way I do to you. Well, that's something positive for me. If you're trying to apologize, this is the worst attempt I've ever seen. Let's go, Amala, be me. I'm not asking for your forgiveness. The situation called for it. When I serve the goddess, I'm not myself. What do you mean by that? AMRIT held my gaze. You soon find out by yourself. It will be interesting to watch your reaction when that happens. You mean when you murder people? He smirked, as if lost in thought for a moment. If you decide to become mine, all of the women will disappear before me. Ooh! I want you to be the only one close. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. If you decide to become mine, all other women will disappear before me. I want you to be the only one close to me. Become yours? And you're not scared to commit to that? Committing to a single woman is not an obligation to be feared, but my ultimate goal. That is it for many other men. The important thing is picking the right woman. Those who complain about their wives have only themselves to blame. Oh, honestly, AMRIT slay me. You didn't seem to want me to be the only one close to you until now. I don't remember making any promises to you until now. Ooh! And how did he decide that I'm the right woman? When he saw us dance. Let me stop. I know it for sure. That's the direction we're heading, Amala. I don't want to just think about you anymore. That's the direction we're heading, Amala. I don't want to just think about you anymore. And you? Is what we have right now enough for you? No. It's not enough. I want more. Despite everything, despite my common sense, despite the circumstances. And it's scary. He smirked, then nodded approvingly. Now he has to approve it. That's the right answer. And it sounds so beautiful to hear you say that. Despite Dubai's nonchalant smile, I could feel that his heart was beating faster than usual, as if he had been anxiously waiting for my answer. I like it when you, such a self-confident and impulsive woman, submit to me. He didn't have to call me out like that. Oh my god. I'm sorry, but is that what he actually meant when he said when you submit to me? That I was his definition of submitting that we accept to be with him? like that we want to be with him, to be his girlfriend. I didn't submit to you that. AMRIT came very close, his eyes fixed on me. He almost touched my lips, and I felt a thrill of anticipation course through me. I could feel his warm breath on me, and that was already enough. Oh, didn't you? You're standing all flustered in front of me, waiting to be kissed. You're angry at me, but your desire is stronger. Isn't this what I actually said? Isn't this what I actually said? Like, I literally said those things, that I'm so mad at him. I can't stand him, but the desire I have for him makes me want to stay by his side. I actually said that. Not with those words, I think, but in a different way. My desire is stronger than my anger for this man. That's the sad truth. Wouldn't you be ready to do anything for this one kiss? No? Lies, girl, lies. I would. Wow. His hand gently slid to my waist, tracing my every curve. For this one kiss with you, for the moment when we will both lose our mind for each other. Right now I don't care about anything but you. The tension between us kept growing. Another few moments and words were going to become impossible. AMRIT felt it too, pulling me a little closer to him. This is more than physical attraction. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Yes, there's more to it than that. This is deeper than lust, Amala. I want more. What exactly do you want? I want all of you, every day, near me. I'm scared of how much you can hurt me. I'm scared that your desires are too fickle, and you'll soon get bored. I'm scared of you, AMRIT. Hush. I'll show you that you don't have any reason to be scared. Is this a definite answer from you, AMRIT? Do not go around changing your mind on me again. He pressed gently on my shoulder, as if urging me to kneel before him. At any other time, I would have never wanted to do this. Be mine, Amala. I don't want to, but I can't help it. I want to, but I don't want to. Oh, I hate it. But now, under his penetrating gaze, I obeyed. I wanted to obey him. It's that desire that I have for this man, and the control he has over me. Like, he says something, and the desire I have for him makes me do it. I slowly sank to the floor. AMRIT also sat down, but on a sofa. I looked up to him boldly. Oh my God. Oh my God. AMRIT gently touched my chin, his thumb brushing my lips. He looked at me with a smile. Just like that. So beautiful. Even though you're the one standing on your knees, I'm the one bowing down before you. So technically, we're both submitting to each other. That's a nice thing he added here. Like, we're not the only ones submitting. The desire he has for us is just as strong as ours. So we're both submitting to one another. He drew me closer to him, caressing my cheek. I timidly grazed his knee, but AMRIT grabbed my hand and kissed it. I was desperately yearning to be in his arms, but I would have never admitted it out loud. Never breaking eye contact, AMRIT moved closer to me. He touched his lips to mine. Gently, slowly, tenderly. He seemed in no rush to deepen the kiss. It was tantalizing, as if he was devouring me. Using his tongue, he skillfully brought me closer and closer to the peak of my arousal. Another moment and I would have pounced on him. He pulled away once again, caressing my lips with his fingertips. Is this enough for you? No. Yes, no. Do you want more? Yes. I want it so bad. AMRIT licked his lips, satisfied with my answer. Remember this feeling, this hunger that makes you forget about anything that isn't your desire to keep going. He closed the distance between us and kissed me, really kissed me this time. A flash of vibrant sensations blinded us both. I reached out to him, his mere presence enough to be the strongest aphrodisiac. I readily opened my mouth into his hot, assertive kiss, meeting his wet tongue and warm lips. AMRIT confidently held me around my waist and pressed me against his chest, burying his other hand in my hair. His brazen, slightly painful caresses were driving me crazy. My body was responding to AMRIT's every touch as if it had been made to be longing for him. When his hand moved from my waist to my breast, I moaned into his lips. I arched my back, letting AMRIT do whatever he wanted to me. And he wanted to do all sorts of things. His fingers gripped my hair and pulled at it, forcing me to throw my head back. He pressed his lips to my neck, shamelessly sucking on it and leaving marks on my skin. Sir, you are not actually giving me a hickey. Let me do the same to you just to level the battlefield. Fine picture. Fine picture. Come here. He pulled me to him, pushing me onto the sofa. Hovering over me, he stripped me of my clothes. My breasts now bare, he immediately showered them with burning, passionate kisses. Everything happened too quickly, thoughtlessly, roughly, and yet it felt like the most right and natural thing. Here now, moaning under his every touch, enveloped by his dark chocolate scent. I was finally in the arms of the one whose name I said in my mind countless times this day. And I knew I wasn't the only one feeling this way. AMRIT wanted me too, and had been constantly thinking about it. There was no hesitation now. When he squeezed his knee between my thighs, I involuntarily pressed them together, while trying to undress him at the same time. He chuckled before kissing me again. Come on, press harder. I can feel how much you want it. But is that what you want? His lips were on mine again, our tongues intertwined, and he whispered, No, that's not enough for me. I want to take you. Take me then. Take whatever you want from me. We're submitting to one another, okay? I felt delirious. I could hardly put my thoughts together to be able to speak. The desire is too much to keep on fighting. Right then, there was only chaos. I want to hear you scream in pleasure, begging me to keep going. Do you really think I'll be the one begging? That! You're insufferable. Fine, then make me beg. That's a challenge I'm willing to achieve. I couldn't hear him anymore. I wanted to feel everything he was talking about. AMRIT pulled the silk fabric off the sofa and threw it on the floor. Then he carried me there. I lay on my back, eagerly pulling him against me. Take control, girl. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fine-ass man. Fine-ass man. His hand rested between my thighs. I immediately enfolded in my soft, wet warmth. I let out a moan, feeling his fingers entering me. I'm sorry. I reached for the hardness in his trousers, wrapping my hand around it. AMRIT gasped, covering my neck with kisses. At least it's on sight. His fingers thrust deeper, increasing the pace. He whispered in my ear, Spread them. Spread your legs wider. I obeyed before I even realized it. My body arced toward his. The pleasure AMRIT was giving me was so intense that it was as if he already knew every inch of my body, held the map to my every sensitive spot, and could feel all my hidden desires. But his fingers weren't enough for me. I needed to feel all of him. Stop torturing me. I want you. Yes, how much do you want me? I pressed my hips harder against his trousers, grinding against him. I put my hand on his neck, drawing him closer, tracing his skin with my tongue. I bit his ear, then whispered into it, That. Take me right now, or I'll take you with that. Either you take control, or I will. Are you trying to boss me around? Yes. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. You need to be taken down a peg from time to time. Tell him. Oh, my innocent lamb was actually a tiger all along. Yes. My nimble fingers slid inside his trousers and past his underwear. I felt how aroused AMRIT had been all this time. If so, I won't hold back anymore. He quickly took the initiative. While giving me a wet, hot kiss, AMRIT slightly pulled down his trousers and lay on top of me. Finally, we could give ourselves to each other completely, as we had longed for from the very beginning. All our conversations, our glances, our touches, all gradually led to this moment. It was as clear as day now. Taking me by my wrists, AMRIT lifted my hands above my head and held me still. When he entered me in one strong motion, I couldn't contain a loud, shameless moan. As soon as our bodies became one, euphoria overwhelmed us. We still We stilled for a moment, savoring the first wave of pleasure. It was so sudden and so intense that for the space of a heartbeat we were all that existed in the world. Just him and me together. AMRIT began moving, pushing deep inside me while kissing my breasts, my neck, my lips. I intertwined our fingers, arcing against him with my head thrown back. His racked breathing echoed my moans. AMRIT's thrusts were rough and forceful, but his every touch was ever so gentle. He lowered his hands and cupped my hips while moving inside me. While bending down for a kiss, he tried not to tug at my hair. His care turned me on even more. Thank you. It was cool in the hall, but the heat of our bodies growing with each passing moment kept us warm. I didn't want him to be in control the entire time, so I deftly wiggled out from under him, pushing him on his back. Yes, we're taking charge now. Smirking, he gave in to me without complaints. I slowly straddled him and looked down, enjoying the view. I'm sorry. I'm dazzled. Like I'm actually... I love this. Now it's your turn to submit to me. Exactly. Only to you. And it better stay like that. His strong fingers rose to my waist, gripping it. I began moving my hips, tightening around him. Thank you, AMRIT. You're insanely sexy. Do you want me to go faster? Yes. No. I leaned over him, arcing my back. AMRIT squeezed my butt in anticipation. But instead, I took his chin in my hands, sternly said, Let's go, take charge, girl. Promise me you won't ever look at another woman again. You're mine and mine only. The way she's like mad. Ooh, he pulled me closer to him. I promise, you're mine and mine only too. It better be. It better be. If I submit to you, you have to submit to me. That's how things work. Other words would have been superfluous, our tongues intertwined again, as we drowned in blissful pleasure. I started moving my hips, but AMRIT was holding me, so I let him set the pace. My ragged moans drowned out his quiet sighs. What I felt was hard to describe. There was something so natural and right about it. To see AMRIT naked under me, biting his lip, drunk on my body and on our lust, open wanting me and no one else. His every gasp, touch, or words filled with desire. We wanted each other so badly, and as we finally became one, we burned so brightly that we didn't want it to end. Running his fingers through my hair, AMRIT sat up. His forehead touched mine and he whispered, Faster. But I slowed down instead to torture him. The thrust deep and slow. He deserves that. No faster, I'll flip you back over. No. You can always try. Ask me nicely, that. Ask me nicely, baby. We're a domino now. We're dominating you now. You're the dog in the manor. Amala. Beg me. Honestly, he deserves nothing less. He deserves nothing less. Give him a hard time, girl. We both want it. Beg me. Damn it, please, come on. No. Let me stop. He kissed me one more time before a few more sharp and fast thrusts. My mind went blank. I arched my back, realizing that I was about to come. A white hot rush flooded our bodies. I felt a hot wave of pleasure wash over me, and I let out a long blissful moan. My body stiffened, then began to shudder. Hugging me tightly and biting his lip, AMRIT poured himself deep inside me. Ooh! It lasted for several long, incredible moments. I collapsed on top of him, as we both basked in the afterglow. Your connection with AMRIT has reached its peak. Let's go. We're officially together now. I thought I'd feel calmer after having you, but this wasn't enough for me. Now the desire has only been amplified. Trust me, I already know. I shook my head anxiously. You came inside me. What if... We filled Durga Murti with energy. It cannot be done differently. I looked fearful at Murti, the statue of Durga in the center of the hall. If what you're afraid of comes to pass, I won't leave you. What do you mean? What? We both belong to the higher castes. Nothing prevents us from getting married. Who's talking about getting married? I raised myself on my elbows, looking at him incredulously. Married? Who said I wanted to get married at all? We're equal, otherwise I wouldn't have promised you anything. Oh, hell no! If it turns out that you are carrying my child, marriage is the only possible outcome. I'm not ready for this. Don't be afraid. Everything will happen in due course. Okay. AMRIT helped me get dressed. As some parts of my outfit required it, I helped him too, buttoning up his sherwani. Sherwani is a long-sleeved outer coat worn by men. See, you're already acting like my wife. Yes, but only yours. Is this really such an easy decision for you? It's like marriage doesn't even mean anything to you. No, marriage is of great importance to me. Ooh. Marriage is of great importance to me. This is not a quick or simple decision. He just found the right girl. AMRIT put the silk sheet back on the sofa while I stood there feeling confused. He noticed it. He came up to me from behind and his voice, low in my ear, whispered, I wasn't lying when I said that I'm serious about you. I heard multiple footsteps approaching. I started looking around, surprised. Who's that? Who's coming here? Hush, they're homeless, but I want you to meet them. To meet who? What? I turned around. Oh God, no, not the people that are participating in the sacrifices. AMRIT. Several people in dark clothes entered the hall. They surrounded us. One of them was wearing red. It was Ratan. Meet Amala Basu, one of the last remaining members of her family. He actually said, meet Amala Basu. Meet the queen. And you meet the people that helped me sacrifice people. I am weak, AMRIT. But yeah, we are finally together with AMRIT. Let's go. And he said it's only us, so it better be just us. And next season is really going to be interesting now that I think about it. He finally let us see the people that help him do all those blood sacrifices. So I'm intrigued to know who they are, if we know them, and what the actual reason behind the sacrifices is. Like, why do they want to give that much energy to Kali? Why? Is there something else from the story that we don't know about? We only know about the story from Yashvi's perspective, but nothing else. We don't know why the Dubai family is participating in that. So I'm interested to know what this will be. Since we're AMRIT's girlfriend now, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see his father more in next season, and I'm so excited. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me in the comments below what you think was best, and I will see you in another video. Bye.